There we go. I hit the wrong button there for a second, but we should be online now. And today we are going to be doing some challenge mode convergences and then follow those up with some challenge mode strikes. I was actually going to consider doing some challenge mode harvest temple stuff, but I ended up deciding that I watched the videos and everything that's put out about challenge mode harvest temple. Let's see if we can pull it up here for a second. If I say, I believe it's this one. Yeah, so I read up a lot about challenge mode convergences and there, not challenge mode convergences, but challenge mode harvest temple. And there's a very, very big amount of information that people have to do and a lot of roles that need to be filled. So I decided that that might be a little much to do as a pure POC. And instead I'm going to be trying to gather a squad up over on my Discord. So if you want to join, I'll make sure to leave a link below for the YouTube people. And I'll send a message out in Twitch chat now for the Discord. I have a registration formula if you want to do Harvest Temple Challenge Mode. I'm going to go for a squad that has at least 6 experienced people and at least... There we go. And at least 4 people that are... 2 seconds. Mooks. Let's see. I need to go like this. Mooks Discord. So I want to get 6 people that are experienced people who have done the strike before, and 4 people who are experienced in the way that they know what the game is and what the game is about, but might not have done stuff like one of the most difficult, probably the 3rd most difficult thing in the game. Because there are a lot to take into account when you are doing Harvest Mode challenge, Harvest Temple Challenge Mode. Let's get that right. And I think, based on when I did Cosmic Observatory, Kinding Overlook Challenge Mode, I think that there's a large chance that people will leave after 1 or 2 wipes. Even if I do say this is a progression squad, expect to be here a while, let's experience it together. So I want to make sure that I gather the squad first. So I'm still going to POG it, but I'm going to POG it in a way that makes sure that people who join the squad know what they're getting into, basically. So yeah, instead what we're going to do today bloop, is that we are going to be doing a new run of the convergences. So we're going to be doing all 5 convergence challenge modes again, because we want to make sure that people who want to do the weekly can get some challenge modes done here if they want to. The weekly being the 2-week event, Return to Secrets of the Obscure. And after that, we are going to move over onto some challenge mode strike runs. I kind of wanted to throw my head against the Kinding Overlook challenge mode again, see if I can get it done faster this time. So that's how I'm going to split it up. First off, though, I'm going to create a squad here for the Secrets of the Obscure Convergences. And we're going to be making this as a private squad, where we are going to get everyone we can in here. Let's see here. This counts as End of Dragons. No, Secrets of the Obscure, of course. Rift Hunting. And we are going to be going through Convergences full CM run. And I am a quick DPS myself, so I'm going to be needing 5 healers. No, 10, of course. 10 healers, 10 Alak, 9 quick. And this run is being chill streamed over on Mook Chivalry. There we go. And of course, if anyone from this chat wants to join, feel free to join up. It isn't all that hard to do these convergence runs, in my experience. We'll be doing just fine. I've also made myself a little tool. I can get it up on screen here, 2 seconds. A little tool here. It's just a Google Doc, but I'll be able to more easily show which groups has which people in it and keep that updated. So that's the purpose of that, so to speak. There we go. Let's see here. Welcome. We already have one alacrity healer and I'm a quick DPS, so I can already now say, okay, so group 2 has an A heal and they have a Q DPS, so group 2 is good. And just check out that everything works over here. There we go. There we go. This works. And ooh, I can hear myself. That doesn't work. There we go. Let's see if that doesn't help out. Good stretch here. Oh, Andor is here. Welcome, welcome, Andor. I will assume that you are going to play some sort of a boon healer. Well, I know you can flex, but I'm assuming unless anyone else joins that really wants that role, that you are willing to fill up that role. 9 healers, 9 alec. You can Annie, but you prefer DPS. That makes a lot of sense. Then we'll just put you as DPS for now. Plop you down there. Then you did the right thing by how you put yourself into the group. I just moved you out to make sure that I understood everything. Good. Necronor. Perfect. That's another A heal. 8 healers and 8 alec. Perfect. Welcome. Welcome. Necro. And move you down to group 3. And on my little tool, I can say that I have an A heal here. And another one in Aslan. Group 4 has an A heal as well. Boom, boom. So now we already have 3 A heals. So what I decided to do today, Andor, in case you weren't here from the very beginning, I looked through your guide. I looked up the, let me just show it on screen again here. I looked through the guide and I decided that there's a lot of stuff that has to be practiced and has to be something that people need to do to understand, and there are all these special roles that you need to bring. So I decided that probably the best way to get this done in practice is that instead of doing a just free run, like we'll just pug it and we'll see and we'll hope that people don't leave after 1 or 2 tries, is that we set up a group beforehand and then we, you know, it's a progression group. We want 6 people who are experienced and 4 people who are good at the game but not experienced. Yes, it's not your guide. Actually, the guide says somewhere on the top who made it. I should probably have checked that more closely. Let's see here, Alrun is 5, and Lucky Jeb 6. Alrun, Lucky Jeb. Perfect. That's 2 more A heals for 5 and for 6. And Andy specifically said that they were DPS. We're going to plug you down here. Excellent. I'll make sure that there's a... In fact, I can just link the guide real quick to make sure that it's available. And on the top, I should be able to see that... Huh, they haven't put their names on the guide at the top. Oh well, great guide. Everyone should check it out. Let's see here. Here's the guide. There we go. We're getting more people in here. Let's see here. Did anyone else come forward and name their roles? Sure. I'm assuming people who aren't saying roles want to DPS. Yeah. Welcome. Sandria wrote me specifically and said that they were joining as DPS, so that's great. Do. Ooh, and Skadi is a Q DPS. Skadi Q DPS can go to 3. That means that we can get another one here on 3. Oh, X. There we go. Whoop. Click, click. Can go A heal or DPS, says Alexi. Alexi. Is that guy? Nope, it's not. There we go. A heal would be perfect then. Alexi. Woo! Group 7.
That feels good.
I have a list outside the game that I keep updated. Do. Urfadens. Perfect. Urfadens. Urfadens. You go here. So 4 has a Q DPS as well. Legendary has here group. Oh, 8, not 9. There we go. Yep. And legendary and Arian. There we go. Group 9 has an A heal. 2 more boon heal of any sort. Let's say 2 healers and 2 allag until we've heard from that guy. And 987 quick. Perfect. Miss. And Devasti. Then we don't need any other A heals. Trippy. Just alphabetical. No more healers, no more alak. Just 7 quicks. And the 2 people that we need to put in is Devasti. Oh, I thought I saw him. There we go. Devasti goes to group 10. Oh, Miss Yandra put themselves at group 10. Perfect. Then Devasti is the A heal of group 1, and then we have 1 in group 1 and 1 in group 10. And that means that we just need 7 more quick DPSs so that we can pair them up with people. Someone joined group 5. Are you a Q DPS? Katie Sin, if you can change into DPS. Let's see here. Where are you at? You have the name Physic. Physic. If you're up here somewhere, then you definitely can. Yes, you can just... Yep. You can go... DPS. Good idea. Let's see here. Lock subgroups. Good idea, Skadi. And perfect. That means that group 5 has a quick DPS. Why are so many people in group 2? Why are so many people in group 2? I don't need this many people in group 2. I need me and I need Sandriela in group 2. We are the most important people. Everyone else can just move out. Okay. I need 6 more Q DPSs. Anyone in group 1 is a DPS unless I've heard otherwise. And I have from specifically, what's that guy's name? Deve Sti is the A heal in G1. Perfect. Illidan said they understood. That means Illidan gets put in another group. Illidan, you are officially in another group now. We need 6 more Q DPS. Because we have one for 2, 4. Oh, 4 is only 1 person strong now. I guess that's... Maybe I misplaced them down into 5. That makes sense. Then we need 7 more. Which is what I'm looking for, which is good.
Come here.
Let's see here. Pro tip, if you don't want people to move themselves, lock the subgroups. Yeah, thank you, Andor.
Wanderers don't even operate in groups that size for starters.
Keep DPS then. We'll find people. It'll just take a little while longer. I'm always perfectly content. Like, you can force people into playing roles that they don't want to play but are capable of playing. But like generally, it's worth the extra couple of minutes waiting for someone. That'd be perfect. Anchoring. Thanks. And anchoring is Ankogare. Ankogare is a quick DPS. We'll put you in group 4. Right now, groups 1 and 6 to 10 need Q DPS. If anyone is willing to do that role,
I chose you.
Speak up. There we go. Again, to me, it's less important that we get like finished up now with the group. Q DPS if possible. Beast Roya. Beast Roya is Algesa. Algesa. Algesa, and Algesa is a Q DPS. And who else said Q DPS? Someone else did. Beast Roya is the one, and Radakis said they could do it too. And they are Zephyrus. Who are... Oh, I recognize Bear. Very nice. Is Zephyrus someone who is... No, they are there. Perfect. 7. Radakis is QDPS. And Janamin. Rakda. And Roy. Fire Q DPS, as will Gregor and Deet. Gregor and Deet. Where do we have Gregor? Gregor. Gregor is a Q DPS and Deet will be a Q DPS. Deet. Q DPS. I need 2 more people to volunteer Q DPS. I can update here, but basically I've been putting people into the groups. You can see we have a couple of DPS that have joined group 3 and group 2 as that I had time for them back then, but I didn't really have time to update here. And we need 1 for 10 and we need 1 for 1. Group 1 has... I have to make sure that I don't accidentally put Devasty as their thing. Oh. Diana and Roman are our heroes then. Diana Nin is also the name of the account. Nin is 1, and Lord Roman is on Jerome. Oh, there was one more called for Hexe, which is a Danish word meaning bewitch. Jerome. Perfectly. Okay, so that should do it. I'll put out the rest of group 1 to the subgroups now. Unless you're Devasty or Lord Roman in G1, you're a DPS. Perfect. I'll mark these last one here, and then I'll get them off of you guys' screen so that you don't have to watch them while we're actually playing. Good day, Mental Coach Aiko. Nice to see you. Boop. There we go. And so we are going to begin moving people. So 3, so 4. Trying to move classes out so that they are in different subgroups. I like just having classes somewhat spread out. So I always try to do that. And I'm trying to avoid Devasty, and I'm trying to avoid... Where is that guy? Did I already mess this up? That would be perfect. I probably did. Echo Gare, right? Hey, Jerome. I'll get Jerome back in 1 when I'm finished putting people out everywhere else. Boop. 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 Boop.
Sand, shield us. Return.
Hold on, my commander is Danish. Can I really be here now? Seems like treason. Are you Swedish? Are you one of them Swedes? Those very, very not nice people across the sea? I get it. In G5. Perfect. Lord Jerome. Ah, it's because he was put in the very top of it. Perfect. Boop. We have Devasty and we have Jerome there. Perfect. Thanks.
I feel strong.
He should be in the right group now. Primate Squad. Cryptist Motivation. Let's go. Hey, boring guy. Nice to see you. And nice to see you over on... I'm really bad with names. Fenderel? Was that right? Fenderel. Am I pronouncing his name right, or am I doing it wrong? I probably am doing it wrong. But nice to see you on that guy's stream as well. Fandrel. There we go. And yeah, don't worry, mental coach. I think we can work together for this. We'll just have to beat each other with sticks if we ever cross a frozen Eastern Sea. Is that just called the Eastern Sea? Probably is. Am everywhere. Am Alka in becoming. Nice. It's good to be everywhere. Do 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 do. Yes. I realized from watching Fandrel's stream and from the document. I don't know if you saw over on my Discord, but Andor sent me this document that somebody else made. I can't really find the name here for some reason, but this document is like 140 pages of just guide to Harvest Temple challenge mode, and it seems really difficult but also very interesting. So I am going to definitely be doing that, but I'm going to be doing that in a way where we don't just randomly puck and have people leave after every 1 to 2 tries. Instead, if you want to join that group, please feel free to come over onto my Discord and sign up. There's a sub-channel on there that you can use to just pop on in and join the group. I'm going to be pugging it. I'm linking the Discord here. And I'm going to be pugging it next Monday, likely, starting at, 3 my local time. The Discord one has a link that should merge with your local time to tell you when that is. Has the latest patch made Harbinger good in Convergence? The last challenge mode I did was a year ago, and back in the day, we tell people to not bring Harbinger challenge modes because of Blight plus Essences, because it would leave you with like 4k effective health or something. I think I have like 6.6k effective health when I'm max on the Essences. So, I mean, it's not optimal. I'm not often going down though, but you are right that I'm very squishy, and I would probably like to be one of the earlier people to turn my convergences, not my oh, right. I completely forgot to make up the thing where we go over how people should split. Let's just have it here. Edit squad message, plop. Loop. There we go. And of course I should put up the 1, the 2, and the 3. This one can probably go a little closer. There we go.
Portal in as soon as we lost track of your astral fluctuation.
Oh, somebody just asked Janthia Convergences after. Hey Andor, are Janthia Convergences, or Boring Guy, are Janthia Convergences way more difficult than this, or are they about the same level? Because I'm actually partial to trying them out.
Bring that essence to me, and I'll do the rest.
How are the difficulty of the Janthia ones? To get gold, you need good DPS. But how big is the difference in rewards from getting gold and to getting, say, silver or even copper if we're unlucky? Because I definitely, of course you do. So, you need good DPS to get gold. So how are the rewards for the other ones? I don't know. I only get gold. Of course. We got gold, all 3 of them, with Fandral on Saturday with auto-attack Dragon Hunters. Okay. That seems doable then. I think we should just do it. I say we try the Janthia once too. Why not? "40 auto attack dragon hunters." Oh my. So like that means that you had a healer and a quick DPS, or you know, boon DPS and boon healer in each squad, and then the rest of you were just dragon hunters auto attacking. That sounds amazing. I should tune into Fandrel's stream more. It seems like he does a great, some really fun challenges. But most do less than the auto attack dragon hunter. That makes sense. Yeah. No accuracy needed because auto attack has no cooldown, so no. Yeah, okay, that makes sense too, I guess. That is a way to do it. Oh, I have to remember what group I'm in. I'm in group 2, and being in group 2, I need to... Oh, my squad message disappeared for some reason. There we go. It's back. The squad message is back, and group 2 needs to be on the arrow. So I need to be over here.
Demonic essence will drain your life force. Plus, there is that whole possession thing to worry about. It's crazy. Is auto attack dragon hunter like knowingly bug broken right now? Like something that they will definitely nerf with 20% or more next patch, or is it just that, you know, that's most of the damage this specific class does, and that's just how they're supposed to? 30k? I'm fairly certain like the benchmarks for this build's like DPS is something like 33 or 34k, something like that. And you're only supposed to do 10% below benchmark or something when you optimize. So that means that dragon hunters are doing the same amount of DPS as like a boon DPS does when they are doing well. I have to remember this again. Which is 2 is Northwest Island. It's already been nerfed. It's already been nerfed. Our top dragon hunter was 37k damage and average DPS was 28k-ish. How was there that big of a difference when they were all doing just auto attacks? Like that's like 1/3 difference ish. There's the good old Danish who does the when you can do this. He was just better at pressing auto attack. Yeah, he better at pressing auto. Keeping essences and mechs make a lot of sense then. Yeah, definitely. You know, he just pressed auto attack really well. And that made him 33% better than our next best guy. Or next best. Our worst guy, I guess. 28% was in the low end, you said. That's amazing. Do. I didn't stick around in Fandrel's stream for all of the night. I think it was yesterday. Yesterday, the day before, did he end up beating Harvest Temple in the pre-mate he was invited to? I don't know if you stuck around long enough to find out, Boring. You weren't there yesterday? Well, then I guess I was there the day before. The day when I was when I was in his chat and you said hi, which was one of these days. I'm really bad with time, by the way. If something isn't actively in my calendar, I don't know when I'm doing it. It just kind of exists, or it doesn't, kind of thing.
More essence. Bring it to me.
They haven't gotten the Harvest Temple challenge mode kill yet. Wow. And I'm fairly certain that's a group that's like, you know, set up for it. They are with new people, but they are doing the progression thing. That's crazy. You know, that could be a fun challenge to like make a couple of progression groups and then they make them battle to see who could get to it the first. Like with a certain amount of people that were new to the challenge mode and hadn't done it before. I think that would be really fun, actually. Oh, Soja is dying. Ah. I never expect Soja to die at this stage. Just do a little... Remember to actively seek out the... what's that called? Spite things. 9, 10. It took you 500 tries to get your first kill. With mostly new people, but an experienced commander. Makes sense. And yeah, I agree with Boring. That is dedication. That's hardcore dedication.
Refreshing.
And again, that's why I feel like it's probably a good idea. I was planning. Last week I thought, I'm just gonna go in this stream, I'm going to start up with some convergences just to make it so that we actually succeed at something first. And then we're going to pocket group and we're going to, you know, definitely not get it today, but we're just going to do as many tries as we can. But as I read up on how many mechanics there are that you have to keep track of, and as I saw Fandrel's group not struggling with it, I mean, I guess they were struggling by not getting it, but I think they were doing great. My point is just that after seeing how difficult it actually is, I decided that maybe it's not a good idea. It's not going to be good content for how long you have to just watch a queue for new members as people get frustrated that they don't get it in 2 or 3 tries and leave and you have to find new people. I think I'd like a group that has actively dedicated themselves to doing it. When we were progging it, our sign-up event on Discord was called Luck Farming. Nice. 700 for the LCM. Didn't do it again after. Wow. That's a lot of tries. And I just lost all of my things because I'm looking at chat too much, and I should be focusing just a little bit more on the content. But yeah, I like challenges, and I am happy to see that they are going to be challenging to do, and I'm excited to start that project, honestly. Even almost put the game down after the grind. I mean, honestly, I might do exactly that. Just put it down and pick it up later, though. Because I love Guild Wars 2. I have, like, 2,000 hours-ish in the game. I think my Guild Wars 2 efficiency API log says 1890 or something like that. So I do like Guild Wars a lot, but I have an equal amount of hours to that in World of Warcraft, and probably a little less in Final Fantasy XIV, and I've been playing many of those MMOs, and I do tend to switch. Sometimes I just go, okay, that was it. That was how much I could handle of this game for a while. Now I feel like I've grinded this game out. Time to do the other one for a while. And I think that's, to me, that's the right way to play MMOs, as long as you have the time for that, right? But I also think if I didn't have the amount of time I do have for gaming, I probably wouldn't play either game as right. I wouldn't burn out on this game if I only had an hour to play it each day or something like that.
If I get too weak, we're gonna gank straight back to Teria. More essence.
Oh, I need to get on my Warclaw. Healing soldier is important. But yeah, I definitely understand grinding for something for a long time and then feeling like, okay, maybe at some point it gets to be too much. But it is impressive that you got it with, like, you said you had an experienced commander, but the rest of the squad hadn't done it before. I mean, we call them new people when we talk about them here, but if you won't get far if you're actually new and you're doing the Harvest Temple Challenge mode, of course. So they are experienced players, just new to this content, right? Yeah, you can see with 46 stacks and almost full blight, we can just let my blight take up here a little bit. 21, 20. Okay, it's taking up slowly, but I'm down to like 8k, 8 HP-ish. So about 8k. So that is pretty squishy. It is pretty squishy. But I don't think there's anything wrong with turning in a little bit more often, especially since Soja will regularly take a lot of damage. And so oftentimes you will kind of be forced to go to her more often than... It can be difficult to stack up, is what I'm trying to say. It can be difficult to get to the 50 total essences, because you'll also need to heal Soja. I need to go over to my Sky Scale. I am really enjoying the music, like, a lot. That is one of the things they really did well with Convergences. The music sounds amazing. Someone just went down with a lot of essence over there. We just got two people here that aren't really getting out with their meteor stuff. Let's get this. Oof.
We're keeping Soja up, okay. It's not too bad.
Running out of
It's
endurance.
making its way to the center island. We can end this here and now. Focused. Concentration.
Sharper steel.
A lot of missiles on top of each other. Probably want to make sure to grab all of this if we can. There we go.
You'll see things. Nice. Very nice. Strong.
I think we're going to be good. Generally, if people have been good about giving Soja her essences up until this point, I feel like they're going to be okay at it from here on out as well. Not to jinx it, of course. Like I can knock on wood.
Now.
You will obey.
Those rifts do their thing. And then cross. That is there. Whew. Nice.
But at least that's a few less of Eckhart's threats clawing at our feet. Let's head back home.
Very nice. That's one down.
Refreshing.
Making sure that people grab the banners before we move on to the next one. So that was the first out of 5, which
Strong.
I made sure to buy. Oh, I made sure to buy 3 of the key things before the stream, and then I did the first of the weeklies over in Janthia, which means I got 4. So this should have given me the 5th, so that we can do all of these without a problem. I also put up some buy orders for some more keys. So if some of them have gone through, we will be able to do the Janthia. We'll be able to do the Janthia ones as well. Okay, we lost a couple of people. We still have both our things in most groups, I think. I love you too. In a parasocial way. There we go. Yep. Feel free to be BRB while I get the group back up. Do 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 do. Guildies forever, we're guildies forever. No, no, no matter what, we stick together. Whoops. I usually try to avoid showing that screen, but oh well. Secrets of the Obscure, Rift Hunting and Convergences. Oh no! No boring! No! The ultimate problem.
Wanderers don't even operate in groups that
Mook
size.
sings Guild Anthem. It's I worked in Legoland for a while, the Danish park themed around Lego, and one of the franchises is called like Lego Friends or something like that. It's primarily targeted toward young girls, and because those were also one of the target groups at Legoland, that meant that where I was working, that song was one of the 3 songs that played on repeat. It was that song, it was Everything is awesome, everything is cool when you're part of a team, and it was What you gonna do with that choo-choo train? I'm gonna ring it to the. It's those 3 songs repeat forever. It was something. It was a lot, but that also means that I know I know those songs well. And that one said best friends forever, best friends forever. No matter what, we'll stick together. And yeah, that's in my brain forever. That can be one of the first emotes. Guildies forever can be an emote. If I ever unlock those over here. Let's see here. We got new people. Let's see. The only ones I care about staying in group 1 is Jerome and Devasty. So I can move you over here. You over here, you over here. And I was just about to take Jerome. There we go. Oh, one more. There we go. Okay. Groups should be back. Honestly, it's a catchy song. I get why it's the theme. Those who wrote the theme song for that children's toy were evil, because no child would ever stop singing that song, which makes sense. Oh, somebody just left group 7. Let's do it right this time. Here we go, and Secrets of the Obscure, Rift Hunting and Convergences. Alright, I should also say full CM run minus Demon Knight. Boop. Weave My Magic, that's a really good name for an elementalist. We have 3 people who are not in yet. Mook does the blackout just so that we don't see he hasn't added any of us as friends. Sad. Aww. That's... It's honestly, it's kind of the opposite. It's that so you can't see the ones I have added as friends. Not for, you know, embarrassment of them, but because I don't want to have their, like, what's this name called? The, you know, the one there where for me it says the LP, that name. I don't want to throw that out there for everyone to see, especially for those of my real life friends that I have as friends in Guild Wars that haven't said, you know, oh yeah, you just go on streaming and you just tell the world who we are. Like... Yeah. But haven't I added you as friend, Boring? Because if I haven't, that's just too bad. You should totally be on my list. I have named... I'm sorry, Andor. I'm going to use you as an example now because you are at the top of this list. I've marked down the people that I have been playing with that seem interested in doing more challenge mode runs. I've marked them down and I've called them... nicknamed them down for CM runs. So if you want to be on the list as down for CM runs, Boring Guy, then I'll friend you and add you there as well. Dex coming in. I just realized that I don't actually know what you're called in-game. Are you named Boring as well in-game? Anima, Just. And this is also kind of ironic. Are you Bear, Deed? Is Deed you? Because I remember Deed from previously, and you were probably in that chat as well, Boring. So is this you? How dare I lick your nickname in my... Yes. Oh, you're an old grey bear. Excellent. You get a friend request here. Boop. I see you dead. Boop. And... Okay, I can't... You were randomly not on the top of the list, so I'm not going to show the list now, but I'm just going to nickname you as well. Grey Bear down for CM runs. There you go. There we go. Okay. Let's redo the ready check. Okay. Big stretch. It's important to stretch. And it's important to hydrate. I'm using energy drink to hydrate right now because I'm expecting this to take some hours, so it's nice to keep some sugar in me. But I have water as well. Yes, I am addicted as well. There's also a mountain of empty cans over here. That's just off camera so that nobody can see my addiction. Most of them, though, are the sugarless versions because... Okay, mental coach, Mr. Sweet, Mr. Ooh, we're so perfect over here. We are intelligent and know everything because we're sweet. Caffeine is great for me. It keeps me awake, even when I'm trying to sleep, which... Now that I say that out loud, I think caffeine might not be great for me, but... Oh no, not the studies! Not the Swedish studies! One of them probably won a Nobel Prize or something. What was that Jet 2 holiday sound? Jet 2 holiday sound? I don't even remember what sound I just made that would be described as Jet 2 holiday. Was it my no?
Portal in as soon as we lost track of your astral fluctuation. I'll need to focus
All right,
on maintaining our cafeteria. The nearest waypoint is a little out of range, so reviving will
Remember
be a challenge. Luckily, Mabon taught me a few tricks.
Remember the, what's that called? That's called the
best source of that here is going to be the essence
group
that Emmerich runs from.
message.
Bring that essence to me,
And I'm
I'll
just
do
going
the
to do
rest.
this. And I'm just going to make a single change here so that people can see. And I'm still... Oh, somebody left.
About to go down.
Somebody left. That's fine. We'll find a new one. We'll find a new one. Someone can join here last minute. Going to Secrets of the Obscure, Rift Hunting and Convergences. I'm assuming they can still join after the Convergence has started. I think somebody disconnected last week and they got back in just fine. Yep, somebody just joined and that guy can go down there. Perfect. Yes, please. Someone left just as we
Concentrate
started.
with catapults lobbing stones at my face. Deal with them.
Read. You're in group 6. Read squad message for where to go. I have no clue what I'm doing by the way, this is like first time I run Convergence. Okay, let's go through the very simple basics here. Let's just have you a little closer here. The very simple basics is that you have to heal Soja. I think, yeah, the most important thing is pick up essences as they drop, because those are the only things that can heal Soja, and she will continually take damage throughout this entire run. So making sure that you pick up these essences that lie around, this gives you a debuff / buff that reduces your maximum health and increases your damage output per stack. You can hold up to 50 of them, or only up to 25 if you don't have the right masteries yet.
Refreshing.
You need to make sure to put those towards healing Soja whenever she is damaged. Just make sure to keep an eye out at her health bar. If that ever drops below 75%, that's probably a good time for you to drop them off. Remember that you become more squishy as you get more of these. So if you already feel kind of squishy and like you might not make it, so to speak, that you feel like you're getting too squishy, then prioritize healing Soja the next time she needs it, like any percent. That's the most important part, because as long as Soja doesn't die, we can continue. There's also a time limit, but... And then, of course, I've set out in the group message, you can see where each group is supposed to go during different phases. So there's a phase here where each group, we're splitting up between the 3 champion avatars because we want to get them down, all 3 of them, as fast as possible. And that doesn't always work, I see, but you know, sometimes it works. And after this, we're going to split up. So if you are in group 1 or 2, you'll go to the northwestern island. If you're in 3 or 4, you'll go to the southwestern island. If you're in 5 or 6, you'll go to the southeastern island. If you're in 7 or 8, you'll go to the northeastern island. And if you're in 9 or 10, you will stay in the middle and make sure to kill the avatars of spite that spawn. As they spawn, they have big red crossed swords over their heads. And you want to make sure to kill them as they spawn. And they spawn in a circle, so you'll know which one is the next one in the rotation, just based on where the previous group spawned. They spawn clockwise around her in 3 different locations, so you'll get the hang of that pretty quickly. Then, if you're in group 10 specifically, then you have to check the Cryptis Siege Engine's active timer, only if you're in group 10, because group 10 will move out and find the Cryptis Siege Engines. You can see them. You can see them on your map down here. There's one active right now. Boring Guy. No, not Boring Guy. Deed. Deed, who I thought was Boring Guy, but who is not Boring Guy, is killing one right now. Seems to be the only one on it, which means there are some people in group 10 that are not doing their job. Which, you know, when you're grabbing 50 random people, there will always be some people not quite getting what roles they're supposed to follow. That's, yeah. If you're out in the islands, you have to kill these champion Cryptis lieutenants. Stay with your squad, with the other people who are out here to kill them. And once you've killed 5 of them, there will spawn a general, and you have to kill that one too. And once we've killed all 5 of those, and Soja has stayed alive through that, remember, if she loses health, we have to use essences to heal her. But she shouldn't lose a lot of health in this phase if group 9 and 10 are doing their jobs and actually keeping the Cryptis away, especially the spite bomber things. And especially if 10 is also clearing out the Cryptis Siege Engines. There are 2 Cryptis Siege Engines active right now. In fact, you can see one of them is down here. They look like this on the map, and they look like this in real life. So yeah. Then there's the boss phase. In the boss phase, it's kind of the same-ish. I mean, you have to make sure to stay alive so that you can damage the boss. You have to make sure to check on Soja.
it's about here that you'd want to turn in Cryptis Essence to help Soja. She's at 80% right now, ish. And if she drops much lower, that would be dangerous, because an ability or two can sometimes burst her pretty hard. So keep her near max rather than keeping her, you know, in the middle or something. Wow, we were not enough people standing inside of that. Well, that's... Sometimes one of the mechanics is that something green spawns around one of your teammates. If not enough people stand in the green, they go down. It's not like a big problem or anything, especially in this round. And I mostly went down probably because I do have the... I did have 50 stacks of the debuff, which meant I had 50% less HP. And as a Harbinger, I also am more squishy as I stack up Harbinger Shroud stacks Blight, which also makes me squishier. So I go down to like 8,000 HP when I'm at max stacks of both, which is very, very squishy. So yeah, hope that helps. If anything is to stick with you, right? If anything I just said is important, it is... Oh, it is to make sure that you pick up essences and walk over to Soja like this, bloop, to heal her with them. Because if enough people aren't doing that, then we just can't keep her health up. It's a mechanic that one person doing very well can't sustain. We need to have multiple people working on it, multiple people doing that, and it needs to be a lot of stuff.
I'll keep it vulnerable. You take it down.
So yeah, we just got the Dreadwing boss here. I mean, we know which boss we're going to get, because in the private squad version that we're in, we get to choose the boss, and we're going to go through all of them. People are often most scared of Umbriel, but she's gotten nerfed recently, so she was pretty... We wiped one time to her, which... It's a bad thing to wipe in here, because you do lose the key that you use to open this place when you wipe, and a key costs about 10 gold. So I lose a lot of gold if we wipe a lot in here. But I'm not too worried, as long as people keep healing Soja. This dragon has this attack where it blasts winds forward, and that's an attack where you just get behind it, and if you can manage to stun it before the winds finish, then of course it gets I take more damage debuff, as break bars always do. But the point here is that if enough people just know the little signs to look for, that when it lifts its wings in a specific way, it is about to begin blasting winds, and if they just move back and prepare to do a lot of CC, you will get that very easily. So we can see it again here. He's preparing. We move behind him so that we don't get blown away, and then we CC him. And there was a lot of people doing a lot of great CC there, so he barely even got around to blasting. But yeah, very nice job to everyone. Other than that, this boss is mostly like, he has shit on the ground. You know, don't stand in his shit on the ground, because shit on the ground hurts in this game, yo. There's another CCing that we need to do here. And people are on top of it. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Keep up with it, and I'll use that essence to give us a little extra juice.
Okay.
Really energy is flowing through your veins. Rise! Sharp blade, sharp mouth.
Endurance.
Not happening.
I chose you.
Yeah, it does these circles as well. You know, it's shit on the ground. Don't stand in the circles. they will hurt a lot. And it does that area around it just did, where it swiped with its tail and claws. And when it does that, it knocks people back. That means that if you don't dodge roll that or stand in the right position, you can get knocked into the circles and lay down there for like 2 or 3 seconds, which can be lethal. It can also knock you back into the other thing on the ground that it adds, which is, you saw that moving out from it everywhere. These magma, like, fissures in the ground. Yeah, we stood beneath it. That's another thing. I think when it lands after shooting out these fissures, I think it does damage if you're standing directly beneath it. So be careful about that as well. I know, lots of things to be careful of, but honestly, even on challenge mode, each single mechanic isn't all that punishing, which means you still should be able to get most of this without too much of a problem, even if you miss a thing or two.
I appreciate the help.
Yes. I don't remember what the timing was for gold. Was it like you had to be within 10 minutes? So we are out of gold here when we've spent 14. 20 minutes. You have 10 minutes left. Yes, that makes sense. The one I responded to, in case anyone is in the comments but not in the game, is that Andor is a great guy who is also in the squad. So when he's logged in, he writes in the squad instead of writing in the chat, so that he can keep, doing his job as a member of the party, which is very nice. We do need more heals on Soldier, though. If anyone has essence, please deliver to Soldier. And now we should all have essence, since it just dropped a lot. Which makes me think of that one scene from Aladdin, where the monkey has a sword and the guards goes, "Oh, he has a sword! You fools! We all have swords! Oh no, don't push me away when there's essence over there." Let's get on our Warclaw. See if we can reach it in time. We got it. This is a little dangerous because we are a little behind with Soja, which means if we aren't careful in this last phase, and I know that Soja is at full health, but we just turned in everything to get her there, which means we probably don't have the stuff we need to get, in case of emergency healing in. There's probably not a lot of people with a lot of damage buffs right now. So we have to do a lot of damage, which is also an interesting thing, since Essence is the only thing that can heal Soja. And the Essence here drops, as far as I can tell, every time the boss hits a specific health threshold. I believe that healing Soja is basically a DPS check, as long as people are picking up their essences, right? Healing Soja becomes a DPS check, because the only way to get more quicker essence is to deal more damage to the boss. Elixir down. Grab. And again, even though the boss is getting close to dying, it's much nicer to make sure that you heal Soja, because if she suddenly gets bursted in the last like 2% of a boss's health, that always feels really bad. Nice.
Nios is not my scene.
That looks valuable.
Let's head back. Breathe in some fresh air.
Very, very nice. And then... or you never turn in and do 46k damage. That is true. And it's... Are we getting double chests from the challenge modes right now? Oh wait, that was group sub 5 lost their Alec healer and sub 3 lost their Alec healer. You can see, I forgot to put it up on screen again so that you can see. Just really quickly marking that down. Oh, I think I accidentally clicked QDPS instead of Alec healer. There we go. So I need to find 2 more Alec healers, and hopefully when we get on the other side of this loading screen, no one else will have gone away, but likely they will. I do expect some drop off after each one of these, and so that can turn to your advantage. If you're a viewer of the stream and you want to get into these challenge modes, now is a good time to do it. A heal in sub 9 left as well. Cool. Awesome. Thanks for shouting out rolls. So we're looking for 3 new A heals. Excel is a DPS. That's just fine. Course. There we go. Alright, so let's get the black box down. Boop. Black box. And black box away. And... I keep wanting to go down to strike missions because this kind of feels like strike missions. Minus DK and Dread. 2 A heal. 3 A heal. 3 A heal.
Strange occurrences are the new norm.
Let's do that. The LLAs only take like 10 minutes, right? LLA is only like 10 minutes, right? Let's take a 10 minutes break for people. If anyone wants to do that, pop over there.
They can't tell a wanderer from a wyvern.
Otherwise, the group restarts at XX25, since people are saying 3 mins max. Just got a new member of some sort. I'm gonna stay here in the big city and make sure that we get a group up and going again. But I do endorse. Sometimes you just have to look at it and go, oh, something that just gives a absolute butt ton of money for absolutely no effort just came up. Let's just go do that and come back to the difficult part again. Perfect. Thanks, Aaron. Aaron is for Hexe. Wait. He said he was in group 9. He's in group 8. Let's move you to group... What? Where did we need them? We needed them in 3, 5, and 9. Perfect. Do 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 do. Tregineer. Just gonna make sure to get you out somewhere. There we go. Plop you in 9 as well. I do know. No new joiner has called out their role. So, people in G1 that just joined, what roles are you? You're ADPS. I don't think I should have any ADPS according to my not so smart clearly list over there. But group. Oh, Aaron is in group 8 and should be in group 9. There we go. Can you... Okay. Day a heal is great. Day. Where did I put day? Keeping track of this many people is just... It's a thing. Day is an A heal, and we needed an A heal in group 3, and we needed an A heal. Yeah, you're golden tree engineer.
Sharp blade, sharp mind.
And that was in group 3. I need one more A heal for group 5. Oh, someone just left. Weave My Magic went. Yes, that's right. Weave My Magic was able to switch to... Oh, where did I put Weave My Magic? Sephiroth! I'm sorry if I'm not reading. If anyone is writing in chat right now, I'm hard locked into making sure that this happens properly. Sephiroth goes to group 5. Then we just need to fill out DPSs. DPS. Devasty is not DPS. Colin, that should be DPS. There we go. Perfect. Should be golden now. Good. And click and click and starting the convergence. And boring guy, to answer your question, yeah, it's kind of on purpose that I don't use add-ons. It's one of those things where it's hard to explain. It's not that I'm against add-ons or anything. I think they have a very, very nice purpose and a very good, like, there's a reason for a lot of add-ons to exist, and I do sometimes use add-ons across the games. I have not actually had Arc DPS installed at any point in this game, but I have used DPS meters of different sorts in World of Warcraft, for example. I like playing with the mechanics that with what the game gives me. I feel like that's great for when I'm doing group content and when I'm just progressing and stuff like that. I like doing what is supposed to happen in the game, so to speak. And Arc DPS has an add-on that's called Squad Manager that lets you tag people with their boons. That's amazing. Oh my! I'm installing Arc DPS after this. That's enough for me. That does it. That's that honestly that's something that I actually asked for. I looked at it and went, I wish that there were some sort, I think it was last week I looked at this and went, I wish there was some sort of way to mark people so that I could go, okay, purple people are Alec and blue people are Quick, or something like that, that makes it easier to look. It's not really a problem in 10-man squads, right? You have to keep track of 4 people, but in this way you have to keep track of 10. It's a lot. 20 actually, right? 2 per squad. Physic. Is you being offline a bug? If so, please respond. Otherwise, I'll look for a new person to fill. When you LFG and say he'll go to sub 4, I need to get the message above that, I see. But that is a feature that should have been in the core game and not an add-on, to be honest. Agree. Also, it has an option that is basically everyone who goes to sub 3 is quick DPS and sub 4 is heal. As in the add-on does it for you, or is it as in it asks people to do that? The add-on doing it for you would explain so much as to why people were randomly in those groups when they joined in and hadn't said anything yet, because before I locked the group so that I was the only one who could be the master of all. Okay. Finding new guy. Physic. We're just going to find someone new instead of Physic. Physic is one of those people that I'm fairly certain I've seen in my squads before, and I assume generally, wants to do them and is nice, so they probably have some internet troubles or something like that. Happens to the best of us. So when you LFG and say he'll go to sub 4, the moment someone goes to sub 4, they get tagged with a blue Alec icon, so don't even need to do it manually. Oh, so it's not that it automatically sends people to the subgroups, it's that they... Thank you, Deed. I don't know if you're watching. Clash, Whisper, Deed. Thanks. Yep, new guy found. Para and Yuko, please come in. But yeah, that sounds really amazing. I think one of the things that makes me not generally add in... Let me just see if I get the right one here. There we go. Oh. I just have to find a new person again. Secrets of the Obscure, advertise, the same deal. Bloop, bloop, bloop. One of the things that makes me generally not want to have an add-on on constantly is that I don't like the negativity that comes with
the culture of people judging each other's DPS, you know, within a range, right? If someone is only doing 5k DPS, that is obviously a problem. And honestly, I probably should install Arc DPS just to be able to track that and to make sure that if someone is consistently doing not just low damage but no damage, I should be able to track that. But I don't think it's necessary for, again, unless you're doing the high end content, which I don't even think these are, like Kinding Overlook and above. Those 5 activities: Kinding Overlook challenge mode, Sunleji Junkyard with the title, Harvest Temple, Temple of Phoebe challenge mode legendary, and Wing 8 challenge mode legendary. If you are doing those, I get it. You need people to perform, but other than that, I think that judging people on their performance is again, as long as they're doing, like, let's say 22k DPS or something, it's not necessary, you know? Let me just get a little more. I say we go and then find someone on the fly to fill last spot. If you're good with that, press ready in this upcoming ready check. I mainly use it to diagnose problems in my groups. Again, very fair. True, totally understandable. I love Arc because it lets you know the issue as a commander, at least. Like, why are we failing? Is it damage? Is it the Condi cleanse? Or why did I just get one-shot? Click on Arc and it tells you exactly which move one-shotted you. But Arc and every add-on does come with certain toxicity attached, which is very sad. Yes. I do agree with that. And I think one thing that made me more interested in Arc DPS was when I saw Fandrel's stream here the other day. I saw that he had multiple screens on his Arc DPS, and one of them was, you know, how much break bar damage are people doing, and one of them was, I don't remember the other stat, but I liked that the add-on was able to track things that weren't just pure DPS, but were able to track multiple things. Hold on, here, and here, and here, and... I'm looking for this last one.
Portaled in as soon as we lost track of your astral fluctuation. I'll need to focus on maintaining our tether to Tyria. The nearest waypoint is a little out of range, so reviving will be a challenge.
He does use it to see how much damage he takes, and just to see if healers are bad or if he's just standing in red circles. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, and I think that's the good use of that kind of add-on, right? Also to check your own DPS, to fuel your inner performance, right? If you want to... If you want to really... Oh, we got down a person again. Like, one of the times I do use DPS meters is when I'm learning a new spec. I want to see if I'm doing the spec right, and I know I'm beginning to do the spec right when my DPS can reach, you know, just when I'm benchmarking against a doll, right? Because there can be all kinds of reasons why you are not actually dealing your optimal DPS when in a group. If you are the only one doing some weird mechanic, sometimes that means you do less DPS than the rest of the group. Not because you're doing less, because you're still saving the group from whatever, but because you're the one doing the mechanics that need to be done, and thus not focusing on attacking the boss as much. So yeah, I'm not against add-ons in any way. I think they're a great tool, especially for self-improvement. I don't like the social toxicity that sometimes comes with them. Yep.
I recognize that that was the opposite of concise. That was a very long and winding explanation, for one thing. That is why I script my videos on YouTube. I do not have that ability that some people have to just have like 3 or 4 talking points and then they're just able to speak their mind and just really get it set in a way that keeps being interesting and without a lot of I don't it's terrible. To be honest, only bad players are toxic.
Take them down, and
I
can throw
wish
power back
that
in
was
their
the
face.
case.
Collect enough,
I really
and
do.
I
Oh,
might
right.
even be able to cast some
1,
additional protections.
2.
Be careful though. Demonic essence will
3.
drain your life force. Plus, there is that whole possession thing to worry about.
Sorry for being slow on markers. Please make sure to move to the right one for you. Doing the squad message. Taking this.
Armored up.
Okay. Nothing that nothing that 50 mystic coins cannot fix. I mean, that's probably true. I don't think there's a lot of things in this game that 50 MC cannot fix. That could be a good try, though. And I should be Northeastern Island again. I am still in Group 2. It's still Group 2 doing the same thing as we've always done.
That went better than I expected.
Sharper still.
Refreshing.
While there's a little lull in conversation and we're just cleaning up these lieutenants, I'd like to say thank you guys for hanging out. It's been extremely fun, especially the very active ones of you, of course. But just having people that you can go around and chill out with is very nice. Which means if you want to chill out more at another time and you haven't followed yet, please click the follow button. Or if you're watching on YouTube, that's the subscribe button. Those two things mean the same thing, but they mean very different things if you are talking about subscribing on Twitch instead. Like, yeah. I kind of wish that YouTube would change it so that it was also called like following and then the memberships were called subscriptions or something like that. Just because it's weird when you talk across platforms and it's called one thing in one platform and another thing on another platform. That just causes a lot of confusion. At least it's caused me a lot of confusion. You guys are probably smarter than me and have no problem with figuring that out. Right, I realized I do have more to say on the only bad players are toxic. I think good players are primarily toxic when they haven't understood the situation they are in. And by that I mean, if they join a group, they often expect that group to clear something first try, unless it's, you know, Harvest Temple or something of the very, very difficult stuff. But it means that they can say very, very rude things to people that make the mistake that stops the group from clearing in the first try. where they are not toxic in a I don't believe in my own skills way, but they are toxic in a I expected this to only take this much of my time, and if any more of my time is in situation marks, or in quotation marks, wasted, then that's, you know, the worst thing that can happen to this group, to me, to everyone. I think there are a lot of those people. I think those people mostly, luckily, go for groups that are that, you know, require 50 or 250 legendary insights, or a lot of kill proof, or 40,000 fractal essence thingies, or, you know, that kind of stuff. But I don't think they always do. And when they don't, they sometimes misunderstand the tempo of the newer groups, or the expertise that they can expect, and that can lead to friction. And that friction often leads to toxicity.
Overflow!
That's a comp.
Where's the general? Oh, it was like in there. Do 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 do. Right, the general over here is probably up top, right?
That fits good.
Oof. There's that Harbinger squishiness.
Your soul is mine.
I won't come undone. Now it's
Twice.
I appreciate the help.
one of Evark's generals. Barrier up. Focus. We need to focus. I'll keep it vulnerable. You take it down.
Altså, stå her. I also think it's extra nice to do these while the returning hero boost is on, the extra experience gain, and you know, to a lesser extent, magic fine. But mostly the experience gain is very nice. That gives additional spirit shards, which I'm not quite sure how works honestly. When my experience bar here is full, I don't have all of the masteries for this map, like for Secrets of the Obscure. And that generally means that I don't get spirit shards consistently in the same way that I do with End of Dragons, for example, where I do have the mastery bar filled out. But sometimes you do something and it rewards experience, and it looks like you get a spirit shard from that experience and not from the event itself. And it seems like that would mean that you do kind of sometimes get level ups in quotation marks behind the scenes for these things. But it's difficult to say how that works. And I haven't really been able to find anything that says something specific about it. Hellsister's strongest boss in the game, somebody just said. I thought people thought Uriel, or is it Uriel or is it Umbriel or something like that? The Hellbard person was the strongest one of these. Of course, she got nerfed recently, but you know, in general.
I see the pattern.
Somebody also responds, strong? No. Annoying? Yeah. And I agree. I definitely agree that it's annoying, especially because she has that that you have to look away mechanic, and it just always feels really annoying when you have to do that mechanic. She moved to, she moved down here. Excellent. The music is so good in these. That's frankly one of the things I've been missing out on the most when I've been doing Convergences just by myself. It's that I usually have someone speaking on my second monitor in any way, which means a lot of the time I am not going to be getting or at least hearing the music as much as I am right now. And I'm just hearing it right now, and I'm appreciating it, that it just sounds really good, frankly. For a game mode that, frankly, isn't all that fun. It takes a little long. It's a little nicer here in the challenge modes, where you at least pick when you start them, and you have an organized group, and therefore you don't. It doesn't take 30 to 45 minutes, which unfortunately is sometimes the case out in public groups. It does become a lot more bearable, but just, yeah. We actually have a lot of wisps right now. Eh, no, I guess we don't. I just thought I saw multiple wisps, but we have 49 heroes alive, so there shouldn't be a lot of wisps. 2 seconds while I hydrate. Super important stuff. And of course, if you're watching right now and you're not in the group, there will likely be people leaving between now and the next Convergence, and I'll wait a little bit before putting the Convergence up on the group finder, so you'll be able to join in, grab one of those spots, as long as you fit the role that we need. Of course, we do need to keep, in case it's only alacrity healers that leave, we do need to fill those up with new alacrity healers, for example. But likely it will be a mix. The last 2 times, 5 people have left each time. And we had a couple of extra openings before we actually filled out with this. So feel free to join up between Convergences. You can see my name is Sathiel Samentus. And of course, you can also just be ready for when the group pops up, so that you can quick click it. And I do stream stuff like this every Monday. I've begun also putting a couple of streams up on other days, but those are not scheduled, just when I kind of feel like it fits in with my real life. I like to do that more because I've been enjoying it so much over the last couple of weeks. But if you want to get notified when I get live, all of that good stuff, be sure to follow or subscribe if you're over on YouTube. I haven't seen as much YouTube activity. Most of the chat right now is Twitch chat. But I do dual stream both places. I'm just being written to by a guy who joined for some of the previous ones and who wanted to make sure to get Umbriel this time, which means they were asking if we had done Umbriel. So that's why I was writing. I was going like, yeah, don't worry, we haven't done Umbriel yet. You can still get it. Hey Mert, I am glad to see you watching. It's always nice to have familiar names back in the chat after seeing them previously. Because, you know, you'll always get people watching. Someone will likely tune in at some point, but having people come back, that means that you probably had at least a decent time last time and wanted to see more. So that means a lot just by being here.
Losing hope. The tether is... I need more Cryptus essence.
We are currently doing all of the convergences in challenge mode that are in Secrets of the Obscure, and once we are done with the Secrets of the Obscure ones, we are going to move over and do the Giantia ones as well. And then we'll likely do some strike missions after that. I was considering, or planning, or whatever you want to say it, doing Harvest Temple. Ooh, nice. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Mert. That means a lot to me. I think you are actually my first member over on YouTube. Just
Park's grunts clawing at our feet.
that's wild.
Let's head back home.
Thank you so much. I've taken a screenshot of that so that I can remember this momentous day in my...
Gear.
I think calling it a career might be, you know, overstating it a little bit, but seriously, thank you. I would like to make it at least somewhat of a career, because having some sort of income from this kind of stuff would mean that I was able to, how do you say it? It would mean that I'd be able to do more, you know, give more time to it. And that's just one of those things, right? Last time your stream made my day. You talk good even in stressful situations. Thank you. I try a lot. And I think that's one of the very important things that are easy to lose when you're stressed. And I do lose it sometimes. I am not a perfect human being, but I do think that it's one of the most important things you can do. Especially if you want to be a commander in Guild Wars, or, you know, raid leader in World of Warcraft or whatever. It is to be the person with the most calm demeanor in the group, because you need to be the one that gives people the confidence to continue, right? Because the worst group destroyer, as I see it in this game, is people being worried that they aren't performing good enough. If people spend their time being worried about how well they're performing, then they are not spending that time performing better, right? And I think that's one of those things that you can really help out with. And Jakira over on Twitch says, agreed, your positivity is great. I'm happy you think so. Thank you. For now, let's see. We had a couple of people leave here. Alacrity heal in squad 6 and alacrity heal in squad 3. Excellent. QDPS in squad 10 as well. Perfect. We need the other dragon and Umbriel as well first. Then we switch to Janth. Perfect. Okay. So, if you are watching right now and you want to be a part of the group, now is a good time to join. I will be putting up the group again in a second here to make sure that we can get it through. I am assuming that Suka Waffle is you, Tony. Let's see here. Good. So we are grabbing these two we need to keep in group 1, Devasty and Lord Roman. Those are our Quick and Alec over there. Oh, you're working? That's too bad. Well, maybe later. I'm probably going to be online for a while here. I'm enjoying this stream a lot, and I have set off the evening for this. Wait. The new joiners are any of you A heals or Q DPSs? Just a real quick question for them to make sure. Because otherwise, this guy said DPS for sure. That means that we are going to need 2... Hold on, I'll just make the group up with it here. There we go, there we go. And the black box disappears, and we move back out into Secrets of the Obscure, and we say Rift Hunting and Convergences, and we say DK, Dread, and Sister, and we need 2 heal, 2 Alak, 1 quick. In fact, we specifically need 2 A heal and 1 quick DPS. 1 Q DPS. And we lose group 7's A heal as well, so we need 3 A heal and 1 Q DPS. Should be doable. Group 7's A heal leaves as well. Perfect, perfect. Oop. Accidentally opened my Firefox browser. I did not mean to do that. I have Firefox so that I can use it for specifically if I want to do something where I want the browser to be more secure. Then I use Firefox. But I don't like how Firefox loads a lot of the Google Drive stuff, so Google is usually my go-to browser, which, you know, A heal if possible, Asmodeus. And A heal from you to Mikhail. And Asmodeus is visceral. And that was group 3 needed an A heal. And group Mikhail was verified fanciful delinquent. That's a great name. And that's a group 6. And hey, Wombat Voicey, happy to have you in the group. It is always great to have people both in the group and watching. I hope I can create a chill and charming atmosphere that we can work together in. Nice. Burden. Sephiroth. Sephiroth. I can't see you anywhere. Is that because you are already visceral? Oh no, Sephiroth just said back. Sephiroth didn't say plus for a heal. That was written. Okay. Okay. I still need an A heal and a Q DPS. People who joined in one. Any of you able to switch? If we can't fill, we will have to unfortunately say goodbye to a couple to have room. Thanks, Kai. Kai is Kessia. Kessia can Q DPS. That's one. We just got Kai. but thanks, Lord. Now we just need an A heal. Hey, Andor? Would you be willing to do me a big favor? Oh, no need. Urfandens did it. No, they're quick DPS. Andor, would you be a very, very nice person and please switch over to an A heal? If you're still here, I am. Yes, you are. Oh, perfect. Okay, never mind, Andor. You're good. Squad. Yes, please. Urfaderens vrede is going to Zero. Oh, was in group 5, so I'm looking down here. Syria, and where I need it is in group 7. And then I just need some people to fill out the DPS roles. Which cannot be those. So let's put Genfu down here, and let's get Naja Fox here. Good. Now we just need one single normal DPS, because somebody left.
Come here.
Perfect. Okay. That should do it. Let's fill out this just to feel like a completionist that do things well. And let's pop it away so that you guys don't have to look at it while we are actually playing the game. And Convergence. 2 more of this. 2 more of this, and then we're going to try the Janthia ones, which I think is going to be great as well.
Fixed. Focused. Concentration.
While people are coming in, I'm just gonna really quick open a window. It's really hot here.
Agony, torment, pain!
Strong.
Fixed, focused, concentration.
It should be illegal for it to be so hot while it's cloudy and honestly quite a dreary day. Thank you all for joining. While we wait for the last people to get in, please familiarize yourself with which group you're in and check out the squad message to see where to go during the phases. Bloop and bloop. And then we're going to go 1, and we're going to go 2, and we're going to go 3. There we go. And people are putting down banners, and people are putting down food, and people are just so awesome. And thank you to everyone bringing banners and food. Nice. Daily and Crockett coming in. Give them a little to reply, otherwise we'll fill out. We can probably start while waiting. I'll do a ready check and click ready if you're cool with it.
Refreshing.
Do. Yeah, but could be temporary DC.
I do wanna give bad internet a chance. Someone is saying, "Oh man, I can't wait to humble some demons with you all again. This is gonna be so much fun." No, I'm imagining that that is even more unhinged. It's like, I imagine that's what Excel is sounding like right now. Perfect. We are going to just start this up. And I'm going to, if Llama hasn't responded or gone online before we've picked people here, picking our dragon boss here, I'm going to kick him and find a new person. But yeah, I really don't want to kick someone if they're just having a little disconnect. That happens to the best of us. Mostly. And mostly they only last a little while. This has been a long disconnect if he's actually disconnected. And hasn't just, you know, gone offline. But it feels good to sometimes just give people the benefit of the doubt. There we go. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oop. Okay. I'm going to kick him. Unfortunate. But tough decisions must be made for the good of the group.
Astral fluctuation. I'll need to focus on maintaining our tether to Tyria. The nearest waypoint is a little out of range, so reviving will be a challenge. Luckily, Mabon taught me a few tricks.
I'm just gonna move a DPS from up here down immediately, because then I don't have to take care of it while we are doing stuff. The new DPS will automatically plump right back into Group 1. Okay, remember, the most important thing you guys can do is to pick up Essence and hand the Essence over to Soja. It's the only way we can heal her, and since there's a limited amount of Essence that drops, because Essence is per person, that means that you will only be, even if there's not enough, let me just rephrase that. If there's not enough people picking up Essence and giving it to Soja, then the people who won't be able to do it, even if they do the mechanic perfectly. It is up to everyone to help out with this mechanic. Of course, that also means that if you are handing in your Essence while Soja is at full health, that does... Sorry, that was a little burp. There we go. If you do hand them in while Soja is at full health, that's a bad thing, because that wastes the Essence, and again, it's a limited resource. So you don't want to hand in your Essence unless Soja has taken damage. And of course, also while you're carrying Essence, you have less health, but you deal more damage. Up to 50% less health, and up to, that must be like 20 times 50 is like 2,000 extra power. Can that be right? I think that's actually right. 2,000 extra power, 2,000 extra condition damage, and 1,000 extra concentration. So it's some pretty relevant buffs. That's like having an extra piece of gear or two on, honestly. So yeah, do make sure to keep Essence around while you can. But also, if you're feeling squishy and you're worried that you will die with the Essence, because you might be an Elementalist. Elementalist was my main class for a long time. I remember how squishy Elementalists can be. If you are that, then... or if you're just someone full berserkers, or if you're a necromancer like me, who is a harbinger and has blight that also reduces my max health, then you might want to prioritize being an earlier person to turn into Soja. Because you might want to make sure that you are definitely not carrying it around the essence for too long or too much of it. And so what we're doing here to make sure that we are getting the uptime is that we are going to be splitting the group up. We have the first two groups, 1 and 2, will go northeast. The next two will go... Oh, I can't remember the rest. I'm just remembered my own group. Which means that I think it's 3, 4 northeast, 5, 6 southeast, 7, 8. You get what I'm trying to say. And the last two groups, and these are the most important. If you're listening and you are in group 9 or 10, you have probably the most important job, because your job is to stay in the middle and make sure that the avatars of Spite don't hit Soja, so that she doesn't die while we clear the islands. Also, if you're in group 10 specifically, your job is, as well as keeping the middle free, to clear out any, what are they called, siege engines that come up. Right, I'm northeast. I just told you all where to go, and then I went the wrong way. So we do make mistakes here, and it's okay. It's not one of those super mega difficult things where mistakes are instantly killing everyone. We will also likely get the gold medal, even though I and presumably some other people will make some mistakes. But the less mistakes, the better, right? Compete against yourself to be the best group mate you can. That's all we ask here. And you can also see that if group 9 and 10 are doing their job, that will mean that Soja should just survive this phase just fine. So I don't have to go back, even though I'm at maximum stacks of Cryptis Essence, I don't have to go back to heal Soja. Shout out to, I don't remember if it was Andor or Boring that told me this originally, or what, that informed me that that was maybe a waste of my time. But yeah.
I need healing. Seriously.
Oop, I just fell down. That's the disadvantage, right? If you have 50 stacks of this, you are very squishy, but luckily you should drop most of your stacks when you go down, so other people will have a chance to pick them up.
Bigger recovery.
And I'm just going to, since I don't have my 50 stacks right now, I'll just make sure to pick up some more stacks here. I want to be dealing more damage so that we kill these guys faster, so that we get to the end boss faster, so that we finish faster. Again, if we finish within the first 20 minutes, we have 30 minutes in total, and if we finish within the first 20, we get the gold medal, which means we win the strike, I guess. You know, we get the most amount of loot possible. And I think that's... I don't know how much less loot you get. I mean, what is in one gold level chest and one's... I don't actually know. Oh, I need to go the other way. This way, like this. There we go. Oh. I accidentally pressed the wrong button there. Oh wow, Soja is dying right now. Let me just spend a little while going back to Soja with this essence, and while I do that, right. Squad 9, group 9 and 10. Remember that spites are your top priority. There we go. Soja has a little more health to go on while we clear out the last guys on the islands. Soja shouldn't need help, which means Group 9 and Group 10 hasn't been doing as well as they could be. I'm not gonna go as far as to say that they are, you know, not doing their jobs at all, because I'm sure that they are doing decently. But they... optimal performance means that she isn't taking this amount of damage. Or rather, it would mean that the amount of damage that Soja takes the squads would be able to heal her with the essence that they get from taking out the spikes. Still, we adapt when Soja has low health. We do give her a little bit of health because we really don't want to fail. So it's very nice when people are calling out Soja in the... Which is interesting because I remember really just being like, ugh, I'm so tired of hearing people talking about healing Soja in the chat when I was doing the public version of these. I felt like people were just spamming it for, you know, not enough reason, and for people who generally knew it, because I think it's rare that the public ones actually fail. They can take a really long time, but it's rare that they actually fail. But here I just think it's nice that people are helping out, making sure that we all know what's going on. Have you guys noticed that sometimes I don't think about how long I'm making my sentences? I just had a sentence there where I had to, in the middle of it, go like I was some fish out of sea. That's something to be aware of. I also know that I'm kind of bad at regulating my language. I've been doing a lot of university level stuff, and not enough of it has been pedagogy, which means I have internalized some words that are really useless unless you want to do the stuff that my education is about, and I'm not necessarily good at not using those words when I speak. Which can be confusing if you're not actively trying to be a dramaturge. Or something else that wants to use the same kind of words. Soja has full health, so I am not going to be turning in my crypticisms, because as we said, that is a waste as long as Soja has full health, because that means that we have less healing available for Soja once she loses health. See if we can help a couple of people up here. And again, we go behind the dragon when it wants to push us away, and then we CC it as much as we can. And this group, in general, clearly there's some hardcore CCers that are still with us. This group in general has been really good at doing the CCing of these dragons. Of the bosses in general. Oh god. Okay. I think I just turned into a soldier that was already at full health. Again, small mistake. We want to avoid those when we can. We want to... I think it's one of the other important things is also to be aware whenever you make a mistake. Own that you did make the mistake. Know that it probably doesn't matter in this one instance. But you want to be aware, because the only way you get better and begin making less mistakes is by going, yep, that was a mistake. I'll try to not do that again.
You will obey.
Okay, there's no real behind him here. Oh, he's also just dropping the pools on the ground. Wow, this is a tight space to be in. Oof, I went down. That's terrible. Let's hope somebody got my essences. They probably did. There's not a lot of places I could have thrown those essences here.
Nothing can save you. Nice gear.
And this is going rather well. We are on top of Soja. By which I mean Soja has full health. I haven't turned in the newly given essences, which means a lot of people are doing that mechanic really well in this group. You love to see that, because it's one of those mechanics that, you know, needs a certain amount of people to be doing it and doing it well. I know that was a little confusing in the imaging there. Didn't really have the ability to zoom out and still keep my focus on the dragon. I'm also definitely not optimizing enough. I'm spending way too long in each phase, phases of my my shroud form. I'm supposed to every 15 seconds. I'm supposed to switch to refresh this soul barbs buff I have down here, because that buff is straight up just a plus 10% damage buff, and you want to keep that up as much as you can. And I actually want to spend as little time as I can outside of shroud, using my abilities to generate stuff so that I can get into shroud again. And then I want to spend exactly 15 seconds in shroud, go out of it, do my rotation, actually get some damage in. Or, you know, the damage comes from the shroud, but you know what I mean. I don't want to be spending any more or any less time than I have to outside of shroud. I want to get those two. Ah, got him.
Rebound. Find it. Barrier. Now. Sharp more. Sharp knives. Bring it to me.
Ha, 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 ha.
Pain everywhere. Health. Stinger. Recovery.
Keep it up. Keep it up. I know you're tired, but we can't let it escape.
Maybe I was the illusion.
Well, that's an interesting little phase shift. I don't think it's called, you can call it a bug, but like when it goes invincible like that, while it's doing its wing thing, it's taking a little time off just to throw dust before moving on. That technically costs us like 5 to 8 seconds more. Oop, I don't want to actually get that. I want to. Yeah, and as Excel said in the group, we good, guys. We good. Should be just fine. We want to keep healing Soja right now, of course, since Soja is about half health. That means that the second we see anything resembling Essence, we want to make sure to get them to Soja. And if we don't have any Essence, then we want to make sure to deal as much damage as possible to hopefully get the boss to a threshold as quickly as possible, where we can get some more Essence to heal Soja with. 1, get 2. Get behind Dragon, CC Dragon. Soja is almost dying, which is really bad. We might actually fail this here. Oh, it began dropping Essence. It began dropping Essence. That's huge. Huge. Let's get this Essence. Get this Essence. And get it to Soja. Get the Essence to Soja. Ooh. Essence is the only way to heal Soja. If you have any, please make sure to get it to her whenever she's below 60%. So like now.
Bigger. Recovery.
More essence. Bring it.
Because this is very close to being a wipe. Soja is taking a lot of damage, and we are not getting the Essence. This looks like the dragon is moving on here though, which means we get a lot more Essence so that we can heal Soja up a little bit. Oh, that wasn't the dragon moving on? That's huge, because if the dragon just dropped essence, it's going to drop essence again once we get it to move on, which means, and it looks like it's almost in that, it's almost ready to do that, which means we might be able to get some essence up here again. We just need to do as much damage to it as possible.
You will obey.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Oh god. Taking a lot of damage here.
Seriously.
Just real bad. Instead of turning in immediately, I'm going to get people up, because if they have essence that has dropped for them, we want them to be able to get the essence to Soja as well. This is actually kind of stressful. We might not make it here. We might not make it here. Depending on how it goes with where the dragon puts its abilities and how well we do with getting essence to Soja. So essence to Soja is just straight up top priority. We don't need more damage on the boss. We would like a little bit more damage on the boss. I can see that the time to get gold is running out a little bit here. But oof, it's annoying that the boss went over here, because that means it damages Soja more. We need that boss to be CC'd so bad so that we can pick up this essence in peace.
I'm losing another. The tether is pulling us back. I need
Give me the essence! Give me the essence! Whew. Oh, we're also only 45 people alive. That's pretty crazy. Remember that wisps can pick up essence to get to the warclaw. The warclaw can ignore a lot of the bullshit, like getting pushed around and stuff like that, which means if you have a warclaw and you feel like you can't get to the essences in time, getting on your warclaw is what I'm trying to say, will help out a lot with that. Phew, that was stressful, but we got it. We got it. I was about to begin writing in chat, and I just went, okay, maybe I'll just wait until we've actually
My
killed the
toes
boss.
might be tingling, but at least that's a few less of Eparch's grunts clawing
Nice.
at our feet.
Good job,
Let's head back
everyone.
home.
A tip for essence picking: the warclaw resists a lot of the CC stuff, so getting there is nice.
That looks valuable.
Do 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 do. Let's do a little invite here. Do 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 do. I have a couple of Germans in the group that are writing me in German in whispers. So I just my brain is trying to switch languages right now. In Denmark, we are such a small country that when we want to do anything internationally, we have to speak more than just our native tongue, which means we learn English from 3rd grade, and then we learn either German or French or Spanish from 7th grade. Most schools do German, but there are schools that allow French and Spanish as well. Ja. So the question was, machen wir nach Umbriel wirklich die Jantie? Ja, alle 3 Jantier nach Umbriel. I never said I was good at it. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Grab that down. Alright, I have to just check these out as well. Let's go group setup. Because we had a Q DPS from group 5 leaving. And nice. And a heal in group 6. Thanks for follow to those who are leaving, and thanks for letting me know roles. Putting up group for Umbriel now. And thanks, Aaron. Doop. Let's just assume that Aaron is right. That means that it is now time to actually open the thing that I put a big black box over the screen for. And then go here. Oh, he hasn't noticed. Oh, whoa, oh. What happened? Lots of frogs are happening. Lots of frogs are happening. Oh my. Endangered Mag and Euroclast and Lights Music. Sneaky Raid. Ninja Frogs. Welcome, Ninja Frogs, to the stream. Thank you for the raid. I don't know who is doing the Sneaky Frogs Ninja Raid. Is Sneaky the name of the streamer? Or is it Lights Music that is the streamer? No, Wombat, you're the one. Hold on, let me try something then. I want to talk only to Twitch here because it's only shout out Wombat Wasi. Let's see if it works. Does it work? I don't think that worked. Oh well. It should tell me high up in the chat. I can't see anyone talking about the raids. Oh, I should probably put up my group. Right. Two seconds and I'll get back to you. Just so that everyone isn't waiting for me to talk to people. We need 1 A heal, 2 Q DPS. Doop. There we go. Hey, Greatsby. Are you? Could you A heal? And Greatsby is Noiselock. There we go. And we needed the A heal in group 6. Boop. Oh. Greatsby Q DPS then. Thanks. And welcome, Corrupted. I am making Greatsby do all of the stuff here. Greatsby, where did I put him? I put him in group 6. Noiselock here. I'm going to put him in group 5 that needed a Q DPS. And I'm going to mark that here, that 5 has gotten a Q DPS. And then I'm going to say Corrupted, which is Svindy. Svindy is going in group 6 for the A heal. And then we need a Q DPS. Okay, I need a Q DPS for group 10. Anyone in group 1 able to fill that role? There we go. I don't think that's shout out. Okay, so it's SO and not shout out. Okay. Exclamation point, SO. You have to do the @ Wombat Wasi. I don't know if that worked either. I don't necessarily think that
I need to figure out how to do those shoutouts. But exclamation point, person and number. Oh well. Yeah, thank you for joining the run in general. It's very nice. Might be slash shoutout. Slash shout out Wombat Wasi. No. I only just learned about shoutouts when Fandral gave me one here the other day, and I thought that's just so nice to do. Most people in my chat already are Fandral fans. I don't know how big or small Wombat was, so I figured that was nice. This comes up in the chat when someone rates as a default. It's weird that it hasn't come up. Maybe it's because my chat is the... I have the restream on so that I can stream to both YouTube and Twitch. RQDPS10 says Kai. Kai? Oh. Nice. Group 9. Hold on. Group 9 might need... Yeah, it was Group 9. Group 9 needs a QDPS. Group... I need someone. The rest of you in Group 1, I'll sort out into the rest of the groups once I have the roles filled. So we're going to advertise again. This time we just need one QDPS. One QDPS. Oh. Perfect. Thanks, Ronin. Great one. Learned much. Sadly, I have to go. Do you do these runs often? Yeah, I'm doing this every Monday at my local time, 3 o'clock, which is GMT +1, I believe. I do these runs, or I do some sort of challenge mode run these days. And this was for Group 9, so I just need a normal DPS for the rest. DPS. I do these runs every Monday. I am beginning to try to stream a little bit more, but you probably know, even if you are, I don't know how big you are. If you are, but no matter what, you'll have had that phase where real life is a concern while you're streaming as well. So you have to mix and match it, so to speak. So feel very, very free to come and join at any time you want. It's always fun. The more the merrier. Okay. I'm beginning to put people out here. I need you here. Did we lose? Or did I just put him out somewhere? No, I think it worked. I'm on EU right now. I have made myself an NA account because I want to make sure that I get the what's it called? I'm not German. I'm Danish, but yeah, very, very close to the Germanic people. I have a schedule that says every Monday at 3 p.m. my local time I am doing this, which is GMT +1, so at 2 p.m. I guess that's Universal Central Time, right? GMT, UTC at 2 p.m. And I am doing this then at every Monday, right? And I'm doing it as long as I feel like it. I always make sure to do at least a couple of challenge modes, but then I move on to whatever I feel like doing for the rest of the time, right? And then I'm beginning to try to do some other days as well, just see if I can fit in some streaming, but those aren't scheduled. Those are just whenever I have the option to do so. Please begin coming into the instance. I'll just move this away again so that you can see. So yeah, I'm enjoying this very much. Right now we're doing the entire run of the Convergences. I like to do Mondays because I like to do it the reset day. So we're doing all of the challenge mode Convergences. I haven't done the Janthia ones before, but some people in the group wanted to do the Janthia ones as well. Ooh. Ah, nice. Danke sehr, Amamana. Mana. Nice. I'd love to have you every week from now on, Jakira. So, because I like to do these. I want to get them done for myself. I think there's a value in making sure that new people have a place where they know they can also join for some of the more challenging content. Like, not the most... I do the most challenging content as well. I am right now trying to get a group up. Oh, right, I should talk about that. I am right now trying to make a group that can run the... that can progress in... What's that called? Harvest Temple Challenge mode. So if you are interested in... Sorry, Salty, I'm doing Europe EU. If you're interested in doing the challenge mode of... What's that called? Of Harvest Temple, please consider joining my Discord. I have a little registration formula there that you can follow, because I would like to put up a group. Assume that we're going to be doing that for 3 hours at some point during the Monday stream. So from 3 a.m. each month, 3 p.m. each Monday, we're probably going to do 3 hours of the Harvest Temple challenge mode in whatever group we end up putting together there. And then we're going to be moving on to doing the rest of this more normal stuff. I began forgetting the group again. So we're going to be doing... We're going to be progressing. Doing is a big word, right? Because we know that that's a very difficult thing to do. But we are going to be progressing Harvest Temple, and then we're going to go over and actually do something that we can then feel like we're succeeding at afterwards. So 3 hours of that, probably. It's beginning next week, if I can get a group together for it. But yeah. Feel free to join that Discord. Feel free to sign up if you want. I want to have like 6 people who are experienced and 4 people who aren't. That is 4 people who are still know the game, have a build, can do decent DPS, you know, do more than 5k DPS, right? You don't have to reach the benchmark, but if you can just be around the benchmark, right? Plus minus 20%, something like that, right? That would be amazing. And then we're going to all learn it together. We're going to wipe a lot. It's going to take a long time. It is... That's how it is sometimes. I'll try too, but next week I'm on vacation in Denmark. Oh, very nice, Kathy Mathy. Are you going to be visiting like Copenhagen or Aarhus or Legoland over in Billund? Yeah, 20% bench would be huge. You're right. I probably shouldn't say plus minus 20%. I'm trying to say you can go 20% below bench without it being a problem, right? Because while you're in Løkken, wow, yeah, that is high up north. Are you going to go to Kvisten, the highest point in Skane, which is... Jylland is kind of like formed, or Jutland is kind of formed like a little face that has a pointy hat on. And up on the very, very edge of that hat, you can like stand with one foot in the... I don't think it's called... I don't remember the name of the oceans in English. But you can stand with 1 feet in each of 2 different oceans, and you can kind of see them crash into each other over the top of Jylland, which is a wild experience in some cases. So definitely worth getting if you are near there anyways. Can highly recommend. Oh, I forgot to put up the marks. I'm going to put up the marks now. Mark 1, Mark 2, and Mark 3. There we go. Remember to check your group and find where to go via the group message.
Deal with them.
Edit squad message. Bloop. Yes, I think so. I was already there 3 years ago and it was pretty good. Nice. I mean,
we're very flat as a country, but we are a very beautiful country. I think we have some very, very pretty nature, and the flatlands is a type of beauty. We in Denmark can often get a little bit tired of our own version of the country and long to go to Sweden or Norway, where they actually have, like, actually have stone, actually have mountains, actually have anything that goes up. Like we have, in Denmark we have Sky Mountain. And Sky Mountain is a hill that is 200 meters tall. But that's what we call Sky Mountain. Or in Danish it's called Himmelbjerget. I mean, it is tall for Denmark. Yeah, I'm very happy to be Danish as well. I think I like the model that we have going for society up here. I like our nature. I like the place. I don't necessarily like all of the politics going on, but I don't think anybody does in their own country either way.
Take them down, and I could throw that power back in their face. Collect enough, and I
But yeah.
even be able to cast some additional.
Yeah, Landry, you're from Sweden?
Be careful, though.
Nice.
Demonic essence-
I mean, horrible. Wow, I hate Swedes because I'm supposed to. That's what we do in Denmark. Wow, those nasty, nasty Swedes. And I'm assuming the same is true for Sweden, that they hate us because we're Danish. We've been at war so many times over the centuries. Like 35 wars or something. It's crazy. Many of the wars have been over who should own Norway, by the way. Which is obvious. Denmark should, of course. I'm sure that doesn't offend any Norwegians.
Set him up for the kill.
Remember group 9 and 10 to stay mid and focus on the spikes and heal Soja with essence. And Soja is healed with other people's essence, so I am not going to be healing her with mine. I'm just gonna go over and help over here. And group 10, you're on catapults as well. There we go. Just make sure to get people in the right mindset, so to speak. Yeah, you have a great wherever you're going to, Kathy Mathy, and I hope you enjoy your time in Denmark next week. Thanks for watching. do, 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 do. Just make sure to pick up these. Again, for anyone who came in with that raid earlier, we are doing all of the challenge mode convergences that there are. We are starting with these ones in Secrets of the Obscure, but we are also doing the ones in Janthia because someone in the group wanted to do them and I went, sure, why not? Then after that we are probably moving on to some strikes. I'm not sure which strikes yet. I am considering throwing my head in towards Kaining Overlook again, seeing if I can do it a little faster this time. My first stream of like challenging content was a couple of weeks ago, and I decided to do Kaining Overlook, and it took me 10 hours. Most of that time, to be fair, was spent replacing group members as people were like, oh, we've wiped twice, it's time for me to leave this group. So we had a hardcore couple of people who were helping out consistently, like Andor, who is also in chat and in the squad somewhere. But there were also a lot of people who were, you know, expecting a group that would just clear it and then they could move on with their lives. Whereas, I don't know why they'd expect that. My requirements for people to join was
have some kill proof or be willing to watch the video in the description. So, you know, people could join as long as they just watched Muglock. Actually, I think maybe we started out with just have some kill proof because I wanted to be a little bit more sure. But as people were leaving, we moved over to going, okay, so maybe you don't have to have the kill proof. We just want people who will stay longer because we believe that as long as people are decent at the game, that's the most important thing, and we can make up for, you know, lack of experience by playing together for longer. I think there's an old law in Denmark that if a Swede crosses the border, you have the right to kill them. Not quite. It's almost something like that. It's that if the sea between us, there's between Denmark and Sweden, we have Øresund, which is a little bit of the of Østersøen, or the eastern pond, the eastern sea. And if that freezes over, which it apparently did back in the day sometimes, if that freezes over, Danes have an obligation to help their country if the Swedes begin crossing it by beating them back with sticks. So it doesn't actually say kill in the law, it says beat back. And I haven't checked up on if the law is actually real, but it is an urban legend, or whatever you'd say it, that we know. And I think it's actually specifically something that you have to do if you're a student at Copenhagen University, because that was a part of the deal. Like, the state supported you, but you would be an impromptu militia against the Swedes if they were ever to cross Øresund. Which is kind of fun. Of course, nowadays the state supports you in general. We have a really amazing deal for people who go to university here in Denmark. The state pays for all of the tuition fees, so you pay nothing to go to the university, and also you are subsidized with, well, it hasn't really followed inflation, so it's no longer, but you get, like, I think it's, let me just translate quickly in my head, $850 or something like that, or, you know, 750-ish euros each month from the state for being a university student. You only can do that for, like, I think it's 4 years for your bachelor's, which usually takes 3 years, and 3 years for your master's, which usually takes 2 years. So there's a limit to how much you can do it. You can't just be an eternity student, but it's a pretty good deal. It means that we generally still take student loans because it's not quite enough money to live on, but some people take jobs instead. But many people can take a very easy amount of student loans, very slight amount of student loans, and live comfortably and get their education. It's definitely one of the things that has made Denmark a rich country. It's that we have this easy access to our education system. And yeah, that's how it was, Iliandra. It was stick beating. We get to beat you with sticks.
Raw power emanating from that cryptus.
Return, my friend.
It's gonna take all my focus to keep it vulnerable. to
Okay,
attacks.
Umbriel. Let's see how this goes. Until a couple of weeks ago, she should have been one of the hardest ones. She was nerfed, but we did fail one time last week on her. So, crossed fingers and all that. Remember to turn in essence when soldier is damaged. About 75% is the threshold. Begin being very aware.
The compact is sworn.
Stand and fight.
We wanna keep her above that.
More than enough.
And if you're turning in when she has full health, that wastes the healing. So try to avoid that.
Help.
I say as I'm killed because, you know, I never said I was a good gamer.
Surprise.
down there.
Health, vigor, recovery.
Your end is nigh.
Fixed, focused, concentration.
Nice.
The compact is sworn.
I believe this means that I am not allowed to go down again during the rest of this convergence. I believe there's something like you only get one. And if you get downed again, you get out completely. Florelei Bloodwood. Hey, came in with the raid, but got to go, but followed, and I find you again someday. Hey, Florelei, maybe? Like Lorelei, but with like flowers. Florelei. That's very nice. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you again at some point. Lay, like in the ley line. Florelei. Yes. I am happy to have seen you over here, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Have a great day, Florelei. Florelei. Maybe someday I'll even be able to pronounce your name right, even though I'm kind of terrible with names. Just say Flora. That's a good idea. I'll stick to that. Have a nice day, Flora. And now I should probably focus a little bit more on my performance here. I have not been a credit to team for this Umbriel. Ugh.
You're seeing things.
That went better than I expected.
You're mine.
Oh god. Oh god. Ah!
Another.
I should probably turn in more often because phew, you're very squishy as a Harbinger. Not very squishy. You're less squishy than an Elementalist, but you are still kind of squishy. So we should be logging in. And also... Oh, you can hop on Warclaw to avoid the eye. That's really cool. Oh, that's a lot of people who probably die to that.
Maybe I was
Rise and serve.
We are keeping Soja up, which is a good thing, but we are... yeah, Umbriel is kicking our ass a little bit here. Should also put my Warclaw on my quick button. It's also one of those things. If I was a better gamer, I would probably go out and actually get different buttons set up for my different pets, but I haven't been getting around to doing that.
You're seeing things. Your mind will betray you.
Oh yeah, we are probably going to wipe here. Too few people are up, too many wisps around, and we have to heal Soja really quickly here, but it's difficult to both heal Soja and get those aspects down.
Follow it. If we let it escape, we're gonna be yanked straight back to Tyria.
Wow. Somehow we pulled that off. I mean, we are only halfway there, and Soja is only at like 75% health. So this is still very much a danger zone. We might still very well lose this one, but
I'm losing hope. The
Ugh.
Give up yet?
Refreshing. Set him up for the kill.
Shield us.
I am dead.
Sure to have it out. Oh, I have 51 stacks of bleeding on me. Jesus. Oof.
Sharper
Your
still.
soul is mine.
Maybe I was the illusion.
Can have our back to Soja, not to Soja, to Umbriel and still heal people. So that's what we're going to try to do. Yeah, we are going to lose here. Yeah.
I can't. Hold on.
Whew.
No choice. I'm pulling us back to Tyria.
I'd say oh. We're just gonna be trying again. That happens sometimes. But I think circles were the biggest problem. I saw a lot of people get downed in the big circles that she was moving around in. So we need people to be more aware of where they're standing. Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem. Dietz is also right that using your Warclaw is important. I'd say the most important part here is to what's it called? Get out of her circles. We are gonna try again, but remember to circle it. We could do Janthia first and circle back to her. Yeah, it is true that a big part of this is that there are a lot of mechanics that you have to learn. Yeah, we need to get better at not standing in those circles. But that's something that only comes with experience. We'll do Janthia first to get people a bit of fresh air, and then come back to Umbriel again. Yep. Cool. Whew.
Nice gear.
Okay, and I'd say we should break for let's say 10 minutes while I put the group back together. Use this time to get a bit of air and refill drinks. Drinks.
Whew. Okay. Später, ich denke. Perfect. Whew. Let's go to Janthia then. It should be illegal. Honestly, this amount of heat should be illegal, and it should especially be illegal when it's not even sunny out. Right now it's like very, very cloudy. I shouldn't be this sweaty when it's cloudy. I mean, I should be this sweaty, but as a gamer term, not as a person wanting to not be moist. Ugh. Whew. Okay. Okay. I don't remember where anyone was role-wise, so I'm going to put us all in group 1 and then ask people with specific roles to move out into other groups. Whew. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay. I need to unlock them to do this. All A heals, please go to group 2. Sia minus 3. Any Q heals? Not that I think we have any. Go to group 3. Since we don't seem to have any Q heals, any Q DPS, please move to group 3. Whew. My name is Sathiel Samentus. I am going to be putting my my group up again here in a second. Just waiting to see. Okay. I'll spread people out now. And let's get the tool up and going again. Tool. And I'll lock the subgroups. And we are going to remove all of the X's from here and from here. And did Beaston mention what they were doing? They were QDPS, so they're going up here. Okay, so we are going to have an A heal here, and here, and here, and here. And I'm going to save one to put over into group 3 in a second here, because we'll put a group Q DPS here, here, and here to exchange with 1 A heal here. So there's A heals in group 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And there is Q DPSs in group 2, 3, 4, and 5. This means that I am going to be needing... Let me just get this on so that I don't... There we go. That means that I am going to be needing Convergence, full CM run. And I am going to be needing 1, 2, 3, 4 heals. 4 heal. And I'm going to be needing 4 alacrity. And I'm going to be needing 6 DP, 6 quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. This is what we're going to do. And to have a little bit easier time of seeing it, I'm going to begin putting people into groups that haven't said that they are anything specific. Just to fill out the groups that are already have their healer and their damage dealer. Isn't Lord Ramon something? He might be AFK right now. I'm just gonna leave him there for now. But I think he was a quick DPS, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, I'm going to put him down in group 6. I'm so certain that he's a quick DPS, and I'm going to put him down in group 6. Bloop. And then... Whew. Please state your preferred role as you join. Perfect. Welcome, Graus. A heal would be perfect. Graus is called Crox. Crox. Going to put you on 8. Now we have you on 8. Perfect. Both Beta and Felix, both a heal, please. So Beta, I'll just remove the group for a little while I sort people out. Beta is called Nim. Nim. It's going to get that one. And Felix is called Otgs. Hard one to pronounce. Wait. Is he already out somewhere? Oh, he is. Excellent. Put you down there then. That puts a heal here and a heal here. And we are going to... Okay. So what we're going to be needing now is 1 healer. We also only need 1 Alak. And we... Oh, more people wrote stuff. Welcome both. Liliane, Scard. Oh, I need to go back into squad. Welcome both. Liliane, Scardy, please a heal. Cloudy, please DPS. Then Liliane will be our group 1 a heal. Where is Liliane? There we go. Adi. I'll remember that. So we need 6 Q DPS. If anyone in group 1 is able to Q DPS, please speak up. And I should probably find the macro for doing the other convergence. Convergences Mount Balrior. Well, that doesn't have one. Perfect. Let's see. Juicy Bond. Juicy is a Q DPS. Get this up again. Juicy, 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 juicy. Juicy is a Q DPS. We need one in 7. And we need one in Iliarida is 8. And Blancs is also called the same thing as their character name. That makes it easy. It's also one. And Can't Really Clone is also one. Can't Really Clone is called Niels. Nils. Okay. Okay. One more Q is all we need then. Thank you for Q. There we go. So we just need one more Q DPS. Eliandria already put you as one along with Juicy Blanks Clone. We can probably find one more Q DPS when we queue up again here. Okay, that means, however, we should slowly be getting to the point where we actually... Oh. Yes. One more. You can do it. Nice. So, Quapsel. Quapsel shouldn't be removed from this group. Quapsel. Is this guy. Merry Dreameater. And who was the other guy that I had to make sure wasn't removed? 80 and Merry Christmas. Merry Dreameater. Let's get other people out here and into their groups. Making sure that I didn't accidentally send the wrong person away. Because I think I just did. Yes, I did. There we go. And Roger and Morgan. Boom. And I threw him off again. Where did I put you this time?
Your soul is mine. Next.
Where did I put you this time? 80. There. There we go. Okay. So we just need DPS to fill out here. Bloop. Sure. Chesso goes here. You go here. You go here, and you go here. So we should still have Mary Dreameater and Artie there. Yep, perfect. Okay. Welcome all. Thank you, Jakira. I will check up on it later. Luckily I can just check the chat logs afterwards. Let's get in. Anyhow, that should be all. I should be able to close my little group setup thing. This is great. I'll just quickly grab water while people enter. Then we'll go do the 3 bosses in alphabetical order. Okay, I'll just quickly grab some water. 2 minutes and then I'll be back. You could also go,
Refreshing.
what's it called? Hydrate. And I'll be right back.
Sharper still.
There we go. Water acquired, and we're ready for some more stuff. Yeah. You need to go to Lowland Shore, and then to the brazier inside with the big blue portal marker on the map. Do you have Janthia wilds? I'm as Grosek. Welcome to the chat. I don't know what that emoji means, but I'm assuming that it's a lurk emoji. So welcome to lurking and having a good time with this. We're just doing the convergences, all of them in challenge mode. We had a little bit of a bad vibe on Umbriel, which meant people needed to get something new, something different. So we've moved on over to the Janthia ones, just getting a change of scenery, and the scenery can't get much prettier than this. I mean, wow. Red ticket. Are you coming in as well? I figure we can slowly start, and if he doesn't respond, we'll replace early. There we go. Are you ready to head up the mountain, Wayfinder? Expect resistance. A lot of it. That's some sentence to go, yeah, no, I'd like a bigger challenge. Like, a lot of it sounds kind of easy. It's just... yeah. The problem. And it's hard if they don't communicate.
Our tale starts as most
And no,
with the
Ardor, this is the first one.
The Wayfinder happened upon a thin supply caravan
We'll have to kick a person here.
of the mountains.
So, if you join squads, the most important thing you can do is talk when people are talking to you. Make sure to talk back to them, because it becomes really, really difficult to actually help you get to where you need to be to stay in the group if you don't say anything back when people are beginning to ask you if you're coming, what you need, all that kind of stuff. So just, you know, more communication always beats less communication. Is there a tactic about splitting up we should follow? Like in the previous one? You didn't respond for multiple minutes as asked you if you were coming over. This is always my nightmare scenario. Is the guy we had to kick just wrote and whispered me now, and it's like, I wish we'd taken 30 more seconds, but we don't. We're in Janthia now. Please make sure to respond in the future. We'd have loved to keep you. Janthia Convergence.
The caravan reached its destination.
Alright. Let's get you down here.
But do not be so quick to celebrate, small cubs, for the real challenge had only just begun.
2 subs per thumper, few defend camp.
Caravan was transporting parts for a very important device. A tectonic thumper.
Okay.
Tectonic means Stoic Alder?
Let's do sub 1 to 2 northwest. Thumber. 3 to 4 north. Thumber. 5 to 6
Device was an essential
northeast. Thumber. 7 to 8 south west Thumber. And 9 southeast Thumber. 10 protect mid. Protect base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's kind of bad. We need S8, S7s. I don't remember where all of these thumpers are. Something like this. Or isn't there 6 thumbers? You can't win them all. You handled well. Yeah, I agree. It is one of those things. There are 6 thumpers. Ignore my message and spread out. There we go. I don't know how to partition 10 groups into 6 different places or 7 different places. I guess one subgroup should go to each place and a couple of subgroups should be like filling up between them. It's such a difficult thing to do. I've been using for these the guides for what's that called? What's that homepage called? Let me just shout it out here. Project Dyad has made some guides for these convergences, which I have found very helpful, especially their for the Nios convergence. Oh, I accidentally got too far away from my supply crate. For the outer Nios convergence, especially, there was the ability to grab some squad messages to tell people. Let's make sure you get close to me here, and bloop.
As the Wayfinder began running vessels
Okay.
from the newly constructed thumper
The list.
items spawn waiting.
Let me just get that there, and then get that over here, and then send that as a message. This convergence guide page I use. There we go. But like the first part of this, as far as I know, is still just going to be the standard. We are going to be attacking all of these things as much as possible. We want to be turning in a lot of essence as well, because we want to get the Thumper synchronization up as fast as possible to get to the boss as quickly as possible. So I have a bunch of essences here, so I'm going to find a place to turn those in. Oh no, I'm in the caves. You're going to see how much I suck at this. Okay, that was fine. That's fine. I kind of nailed that. Turn that in. I should probably grab one of these and take that with me to heal the Thumper a little bit.
The Titan was most displeased with the Thumper and sent its underlings to sabotage it. Suddenly, a swirling torrent of blinding grain.
Trying to make sure that every time I turn a corner, I give it a little bit of time to catch up to me, so that the rope tension isn't too high.
Could hardly see a thing. The sand was coarse, rough, and irritating.
I need to actually get back to my own Thumper up here. We weren't a lot of people up near it, so I want to make sure that I get there as quickly as possible to help them out. Slowly, slowly. Trying to avoid too much rope tension.